You could get
That would be great. This was better than therapy. I'll tell you that.
You did the whole setup
better.
here. You got to call her on our show.
I'll do it.
You want to do it right
it
now?
And we got to figure out what. Do we call her as a social worker? Do we call her as a police officer?
Tell her you're giving free tickets to Motley's in Boston.
I'm fucking boss.
Is that where you're going to be, boss, next week? Yeah. Boss Motley's next week in Boston. But tomorrow night it's where?
At the Berkeley Hotel in Asbury Park.
Yeah. That is.
What are you setting up, your own gigs?
Huh?
No, I'm doing some. Yeah, I do set up my own gigs. Yeah, I do book myself.
Well, I'm saying, like, you rent the room out?
Oh,
and
no,
stuff?
no. Tomorrow I'm doing some kind of show for some
Sam has something.
New Jersey
Okay.
thing.
Sam?
There are
Yeah.
issues with
My manager, who you're talking to now, does a lot.
What's
and my
that,
agent,
Sam?
who you're talking to now.
Hold on. Sam is talking
Go ahead,
about
Sammy.
something. What's up, Sam?
There's issues with calling people.
Yeah, there is. You have to say.
You're on the air.
And that's
Now-
why I do it on my show, because I know she'll never sue me.
The alternative would be
We'll take responsibility for this one. No problem.
calling her on a cell phone and then having a one-way conversation. But if her voice is,
Yeah.
you know what I mean?
No, I know this. I know that, too.
Yeah, we know the rules.
So you do
But
it real
because
quick.
she's like 88, I'm always like, she'll never catch on. And like at the end of the day, who's going to sue me?
Yeah.
She can't sue
And
me.
Brewer's mom loves me, so we're good.
No,
Let's
but you
get
just
this
real,
done.
real quick. You're on
And
the
then the other thing is, like, I would do it from my show because I do it right from my basement when I'm in her house. And there was one time where I called, and because I really thought she might cheat on him, and I would call him pretend I was a neighbor, flirting with her.
Holy shit.
Yeah, asking her out, and she just wouldn't. But at the end of the day, she wouldn't date.
At
and then-
88,
Huh?
she's not.
This
she's
was like
88.
80. This was like 3 years ago, so she was 82. And I
82,
knew her
yeah.
whole background, so I'd be like, "Hey, Doris, this is Frank, and I used to work at Pan American. I heard you."
Pan American.
I used to work at Pan American. That's why I gave you a call. And when there's some new great Chinese place in town, I love Chinese. So do I, Doris. So do I. And I don't think we're too old to at least, have a good conversation. I believe the same thing. When I'm married, bring your husband. Bring your husband. Hey, it's not too late. Get crazy, right? Well, how much time we got? And I'd strung her along for like 45 minutes before, and then she finally was like, I don't know. And she hung up and called everyone like, this man keeps calling me and hitting on me. I go, what are you going to do about it? I don't know. So back to your question, Ope. I don't know I don't know where her evil, like you would think. All right,
Because your dad hung in there. He didn't leave her ever,
He would
right?
never say anything, but he would never trash her. Never say
So
anything
he
bad.
was a great influence on her life.
There has to be a
Something-
hatred of men.
Something that she picked up
because
on that
of-
might not have been there, that she has been just holding inside for a long time.
Wow.
We got to call her either way. We have to.
I tried that with Bonnie. I pretend I go, hi. She goes, where?
Well, can we do? We could do this. We can, if you're worried about, if you
I'm
don't
not
want,
worried about shit.
if you don't want
Brewer.
to, well, here's the take. Here's what I want to ask.
'Cause
Do
I know this
call
would be
as me
fine.
and confront her again?
That'd be good.
Because she'll just totally deny everything. That's I can't get it. After talking to her yesterday, or do I try to shake her up as an officer?
No, you call and say you're with a
Yes,
social
you could call
worker.
and say
you
you're
say you're
with-
with a
Yeah.
social worker.
And they
Right.
forced me to call you.
I'm with a
Right.
social worker now, and
And
Opie
you know what?
played.
And then you play therapist. Like,
Yeah, you
we
play-
just need. Is there
Right.
is there a hatred? Because if we take the approach, if we understand you,
Right, we understand.
we understand
Yes.
this is total normal.
That's the way to do it.
Let's get her
Maybe
on the
that's-
phone.
Should we take a break?
Here's what
and
we
do
do.
it?
Here's
need
what
to take
you
a
do.
break?
No, because if we take a break, they're going to fucking blow up our bit.
listen.
Yeah,
we
you're
do it
right.
right now.
You're right.
I've been at this a long fucking
Opie's
time.
a social worker.
I don't know
and
if I can pull it
Anthony's
off, I'll
the
be honest. I think
Anthony's a therapist.
No, I think
I think Anthony can pull it off.
Yeah,
I'd
Ann
be the
takes
social worker.
Ann takes the lead. I could jump in a little bit.
I'll be the social
And I
worker.
certainly can write notes from past experience down.
But you
to
could
help
be a
out the whole
therapist,
thing.
can't you, from your life?
Yeah, all right. Well, let's just do
You
it.
don't have to ask as much as a social worker.
Yeah, let's just do it.
All right, let's go. Did I give him the number?
Yeah, I think so, right?
Oh, he's
Well,
I'm
nervous.
putting on
Ready to
my,
go.
I'm putting on my
Nervous.
headphones for this one.
nervous. And I'm going to have to be emotionally ready because I can't get emotionally involved when she starts denying. I don't know.
Just denying.
The voice of her going, I don't know what you're talking about. It was like the Kathy Bates thing in that movie.
Yeah.
It was the most eerie feeling down my spine. But at the same time, like, this is my mother.
Jesus Christ.
I have greater things to talk about today, nicer things. I was in Amsterdam. You guys are huge in Amsterdam. We'll talk about that.
Yeah, we're huge all
amazing.
over the world. It's
All over
it's
the world.
apparent at this point.
It's weird to have a guy in Amsterdam going, oh my God, Pizza Man and Lars Ulrich.
She's not answering.
We haven't called her yet because I didn't want to leave her on hold while
Okay.
we were discussing.
By the way, this is a perfect opportunity to tell Mr. Breuer that he just sold his documentary More Than Me.
Oh, hell yeah.
Because now everybody wants to see your father.
Yeah,
Yeah.
You know what? And now
I'm telling you,
this
you
is
just
like
sold the
genius
movie
timing.
indirectly.
Yeah.
This is almost genius timing that this freaking documentary.
I saw More Than Me yesterday, and it fucking almost brought me to tears, and I missed my fucking father like you wouldn't believe. And basically, this movie, really fast, is Mr. Breuer, Jim Breuer, going on the road with his dad because he knew his dad needed a fucking break.
You would love this, Rich.
Yeah.
What?
Because he's your, so he'll make you laugh hard.
Oh, I saw the documentary.
Oh, you're right. You're right.
I loved
You
it.
and
When
Body
we
Watch,
saw,
yeah,
when
yeah,
we
yeah.
saw the,
You saw it before
I
it
saw
even
the
was
first
final.
cut.
Okay,
Yeah.
hold on, but there's tons of laughs in this thing. It's
Yeah.
really dark at times and very serious, but it's really funny as well.
yeah.
And basically, Breuer, who's a rock star when he's on the road, drags his 85-year-old at the time
Right.
father around with him for 30 days on the road, going in and out of these shitty
Yeah,
hotels.
that's
Right.
what I didn't get the hotels.
Yeah,
Some of them, right?
You're doing
What's
well.
wrong with you, Breuer? I was thinking
That
that,
was my
too. Like,
sister.
Days
booking me these
there was a
things.
Days Ed.
Jesus, these are upscale places for me, but for him,
But it was really fucking.
Yeah, it was a good
really
documentary. Bonnie and I
moving, very
watched it. We sat in
funny.
bed.
And now after this hour, Breuer telling these stories, everyone's going to want to see what his father's all about. So it's perfect. It's perfect.
It is now. It just hit me. That is freaking genius timing. And now I'm blessed that this happened.
JimBreuer.com. Pre-order the DVD More Than Me, and it's Breuer BREUER.com.
Well, you know, it's kind of
JimBreuer.com.
I'm not being. It's kind of selfish that your mom is beating your dad and you're blessed over it.
Because my dad's beating, I'm going to profit.
Lemon's lemonade, Rich. Lemon's lemonade.
So do you want this?
I'm actually going to use all the money, and I'm going to stop taking. Because I originally offered to pay for her rent.
Yeah.
And now I really don't want to pay for her rent. So whatever I make off this, she'll have to pay for, and then I'll pay for my dad's aids
Yeah.
through the
Well,
film.
can't she get? Doesn't she get Medicare?
No.
You know what?
She's not capable of it yet.
Call
You
her
have
up.
to
Let's do
be.
this.
Do you want it to go straight to you, not the phone screener? So you'll hear
We'll
the
talk.
ring
Yeah.
I think it should go straight to.
straight to you guys.
Yeah.
But who
Or
says hello?
whoever.
I say hello?
Yeah,
You got to say hello, and
I'm with a social worker and a therapist.
Well, you know what?
you also got to let her know
What?
she's on the air.
Yeah, you could say I'm on the
No.
air with a social worker. Like, there's a social worker in
Do we
here. Like,
have to say we're
No,
on the air?
no, let's just
I
slide
know.
one through for once.
I
What, are
mean,
you going to
what's-
fire us? That would do me a favor at this point. Let's do this.
No, just say.
Just fucking do this. Let's do this.
Then I should have been fired a
No,
long
it-
time ago because
Yeah, he
I
does
did
it all the time.
I do it on an everyday basis on my
And
my
Howard
show.
has prank calls all the time. Stop already.
Just say we're on the air. Me, like she says. Can you?
Yeah, maybe
she's
just
thinking,
slide
can
it
you
in.
say-
That's
yeah.
fair
Can
enough.
you-
Just
yeah.
sort of, you're on the air, by the
Emanier.
way.
Oh, this Emanier.
Yeah. But I think you got to start where it's just you.
Yeah.
And then when she's not fessing up, then we go with the social worker or therapist.
You could even slide in like, yeah, hey, I'm on.
Hey, I'm over here.
You're on air with a social work. You're on air. I'm here with a social worker.
Yeah, you're on air. I'm
Like-
well. I'm here.
like, you know what?
Yeah, I'll make it
It's not
sound
even
like
a lawsuit thing.
I'll make it sound like I'm
It's a
goofing up.
Right. Yeah.
Okay. You guys word?
It's an.
All right, it's fair enough. All right, let's go. We'll get this done.
you ready to do it?
She can't
You get in
hear
trouble?
anyway, so
All right.
No, I wouldn't give a shit about the company.
just
It's
Okay.
another issue.
just
Okay.
stammer through the. You're on the.
Yeah, as long as you just say it.
Okay.
We're okay.
All right, we're calling her now.
And we should hear the ringy dingy.
You're going to hear the ring.
Okay, very
Deep
good.
breath,
And then
deep
Breuer
breath.
goes.
Will she wait? Will she get an answer?
She should, because she's gonna think it's my sister in Florida, which she's still
With the burn
Just
mark?
no out. Oh, my sister
Okay.
might be there.
Opie, you have to click the phone immediately when it's on hold, and then you'll hear the ring.
I don't have to do shit.
What's a good social worker's
Logistically
name?
speaking.
You pick one.
Art Vandelay.
What is your name? Charlie? Charles.
Charles.
And we'll be Bill Tetley.
I'm Bill Tetley.
William Ted.
William Tetley.
But it's just,
Right.
when we
I'm
get
just here.
nowhere, then we ramp it up to the second
Oh, don't
level.
worry about it. Yep.
No answer?
Well, what do we-
Son of a bitch. What
She's
happened?
not answering?
I don't know. We're dialing right now.
Okay.
I don't hear it going.
I don't hear it.
Okay, pick it up.
Go.
Hello?
Okay, we got rings.
Oh, God.
Oh, boy.
Hey, if you call your mom, I'll call my mom.
Hello?
Hello? Mom?
Yeah.
Hey, I'm on the air. Listen. We got to seriously talk about... Listen, we have to really be dead serious and talk about what's been going on.
I know.
Okay? Now I have to help you also. I got a hold of a therapist and a social worker that I have here with me.
Hello, Mrs. Breuer. This is William Tetley. Hello, how are you?
Okay.
All right. Now, they both. I just need to hear the. Listen, I don't want you to deny what has been done. I don't buy that you don't understand what you did to Dad.
I don't know what I did to him.
You put your hands on him.
I do that all the time.
No, you hit him.
Well, maybe he was irritating really bad and I slapped him. I might have. Yes, I might have.
Okay, so yesterday, when I asked you if you did this, you lied to me and you said I did not hit him.
I don't remember doing it, Jimmy. I don't remember doing
Oh,
it.
Mom, you're as clear as day. I do not buy that. You're clearly lying. You are clearly lying. And you need to face what you're doing. Yesterday, you told me I may have shook him. Now you just told me I may have slapped his face.
I don't know. Oh, no, I didn't slap his face.
You'd slap his head? You pull his ears?
I don't.
This is written down in reports.
I may have pulled his ears fooling around, but I never pulled his ears.
That's not, you know, you and I, when he's screaming to say stop, there's reports that you would put down the water and throw it in, you dip your hands. Yesterday, poke in the back of his head. Why?
What?
This is what I want to ask you. What is it that drives you to do that? Let's say he was annoying you. How is he annoying you laying in a bed?
I don't.
What makes you enter the bedroom and attack him while someone is being paid to take care of him, and all you have to do is stay out of his room? What was your purpose entering that room?
I don't remember.
You do remember, and you're going to tell me.
I don't.
So you just wandered aimlessly and said, "Oh, I'm in the bedroom now."
No, he must have said something. Or
He
would-
must have said something, or he did say something.
I don't know.
So
I don't
why
remember.
would you have to remember you have never had a memory loss in your life. I know that for a fact. You know that for a fact. You are not Alzheimer's and you do not have dementia. You are clear as day. So I need you to explain to me and the social worker and the therapist who are also reading the reports. I'm trying to help you here so this doesn't get uglier. And what I need to know is to hear you, and you're not getting in trouble. I need you to vent. What made you go in the room? What was your initial purpose?
He might have been yelling at the girl. He might have.
The girls were not there yet.
Well, then he was yelling for me to come in, and I can't get him up.
But you know you can't get him up, and you've been saying this for a year already, and thus, matter of fact, the bed, you can't get him up, and the bed is made so he can't even get out of bed no matter who's there unless an aide is there. You know that, and I know that. So please, again, explain to me why you would go in the room.
If he has to, well, because I have to see what he wants, Jimmy.
Okay, what did he want?
I don't remember. He probably wanted to pee.
He probably wanted to pee, so you remember going in the room, and you think maybe he wanted to pee?
And I get the urinal for him, if that's what it was. And
Okay.
I can't get his thing in the urinal, and he can't get it in the urinal.
Okay, so that frustrated you, I guess. That's frustrating. Yes?
And it goes all over.
But then why would you hit him?
I don't know why I hit him.
But you do hit him, Mrs. Brewer.
Once in a while, if he gets nasty with me.
Do you think that's right to hit a man that's bedridden, Mrs. Brewer?
No, it's not right. But sometimes it gets you. You can't you just can't control your emotions anymore.
I think you have some deep-seated anger issues. I've read the reports, by the way, and there's definite bruising and signs of physical abuse to this man. And this has to stop. Where do you think this comes from in your past? I've talked to Jim about your past and different men. Is there a hatred towards men in general that you're harboring?
No.
No.
Could it be just Dad? Is it the money that you feel that he's, the aides are causing anguish from your bank account, maybe?
I'm worried about it, yeah.
But does that cause, because where I'm confused, Mom, is you seem to be happy in the place that you're going to be going. And I need to hear an honest opinion from you if you've been not telling me the truth, because what I got from you is this is a great thing and I can't wait to do this. And I thought we were all in a great place. And is that true so far?
Yeah.
Okay. So here you are going, okay, I'm going to go away. My son is going to pay for it. Besides the 2 mortgages he has and everything else he does, living on the road and all that. And he's going to put and take care of his mother here and his father.
No, I'm taking care of your father.
Well, you're taking care. Actually, Dad's taking care of from the pension he makes.
The pension don't cover it, Jim.
It covers 3/4 of it.
Yeah, just about.
Right. But wouldn't you fairly say for the years of him being home taking care of your children, such as Patty and myself, and never hitting you and never abusing you like some of the abuse you had in the past, that maybe this man might be worth some of that?
Oh, yes, I think he's worth it.
You sure?
But don't forget, I took care of my children, too. I worked every day.
So did he. 3 jobs, I remember. No one's denying that. I remember my father being a sanitation, janitor, and bartender all at the same time. Right?
Yeah.
So I remember both of you working. I remember that. Clear as a day.
Mrs. Brewer?
Yes.
I read in one of the reports that you were smacking your husband's ears. This is very strange to me.
He got up one morning and said he couldn't hear. I didn't know if he was fooling or if he meant it.
Now, a gentleman of his advanced years, wouldn't you assume that he meant it and this wasn't a joke? And then to take the palms of your hands and smash them into his ears does not seem like a thing to do that would be healthy for this gentleman.
Well, he kept laughing at us, and we thought he was fooling.
From what I've heard and read in the reports, he did not find this funny.
Well, I don't know.
Mom?
Yeah.
I need to know where your violent streak comes from, because you clearly got worse the minute you got your place. And it seems to come out of almost like a childlike ha 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 ha. And I just
everyone here is baffled, and I didn't think we'd be in this situation where I have to tell people she's 85 and I now have places concerned about you going there to live, afraid you'll lash out to a neighbor or someone else. Because if you are capable of doing what you've done, which you clearly won't admit is wrong, and you clearly will not even apologize for, but rather just try to find reasoning for it, then there is a major issue.
I will apologize to him.
I don't think it's healthy for you to even see him right now, because I don't believe I won't believe your apology, because it's more to just clear your air. It's not a true apology. It's just to say, hey, I'm cool, and this is where we're at right now. We need to find out. If at the end of the day you said, you know what, I'm not going to lie to you, Jim, I hate your father, or I'm not going to lie to you, I've hated him for what I can understand to a somewhat degree.
I don't hate him.
I don't understand where the violence comes from. You clearly go out of the way to attack him at times.
Right. There's absolute violence. And from what I'm hearing here, it's excuses and oh, it was a joke and it was this. You're not taking responsibility for the fact that you're physically abusing a bedridden, wheelchair-bound man. Where does that come from?
I don't know.
But you do assume it comes from somewhere.
It must come from somewhere.
Well, you have to have some idea of where it might come from. Can you reach back, perhaps, and
No, I can't.
and really think, when did this start? How long ago?
I don't know. I don't remember.
It's a lot I don't remembers. You don't remember yesterday, but then you do remember. You don't remember hitting him, but then you do remember hitting him. You need to talk, Mom.
I don't know what to say.
Well, you're going to have to really think about what you've done, because there's a lot of eyes on you right now, and it's not healthy right now. And you have no clue the circumstance that you put everyone in. It's very uncomfortable for everybody.
I realize that. I'm uncomfortable, too. You're uncomfortable.
Jim's not going to let you see your husband, is what he's saying.
I can't. He's petrified. The thought of you petrifies him.
He wasn't petrified when he left yesterday.
Oh, when he got to the house, he would not eat, and he kept saying, is she coming here? Is she coming here? Do I have to go back? The reports that were made by not one, but 3 different aides that came there are, quite frankly, my spine is chilled, Mom, that I'm chilled. I'm really chilled. And I don't even know. I'm beside myself. I really don't. I love you, my mother, but I don't know if I even know you right. I'm very disturbed.
Well, I am, too, because...
Yeah, but you did it. So how... That is... I can say I hit my daughter. Why'd I hit my daughter? Well... I asked her to do this. She was disrespectful. I asked her not to, and she repeated, and then she lashed out and she hit, so I spanked her on the butt. And then I go, the emotions got the best of me. But you clearly go out of your way to go after him at times.
It's just vindictive, it sounds like, yeah.
So now let me ask you this. One of the reports said they're pretty confident that probably yesterday, there's no way he could have peed the amount of water that was in the bed. And they really think you might have just thrown what? Did you?
Oh, I did not. That's ridiculous.
I'm just asking. asking.
Now, hasn't there been episodes in the past where she has thrown water at your father?
No, the reports were she would dip her hands in the water and then in a condescending way, and then spritz it in his face.
Would this happen, Mrs. Breuer?
I don't remember doing that either.
You don't remember a lot, I've noticed.
She doesn't remember a lot.
You know,
of things.
and you say there's no Alzheimer's or dementia?
No, none whatsoever. She's clear as day.
So how come you don't remember so much when these episodes are going on where you're clearly abusing your husband?
I don't know. But I definitely didn't throw water in the bed. 'Cause I was the one that said to her, my God, this place is soaking wet.
Okay.
Now, would that be crazy to think that you may have done something like that when,
No,
in fact,
yes,
we've heard
what
stories of...
Why would I do that?
Well, why would you hit him? Why would you
Why'd you pull his ears?
grab
Why'd you
his
poke him?
arms
Why'd you do anything?
to the point where they're bruised? There's physical evidence of abuse here.
I don't know.
I mean, we just want to understand.
So do I.
We just want to understand where this is coming from, why there's so much hatred, it seems, inside you.
I don't know.
You have to know. You have to.
I don't.
You have no clue.
No.
Is there a resentment that you have to your husband that...
No. No.
There has to be a little, Mom, which is okay and understandable.
I don't think so.
Do you feel angry because you think he's leaving you behind?
Because he went to Jimmy's?
Yes.
No.
Or he might be moving on, and you feel that you're going to be left alone, and there's anger towards that.
No, because I know I won't be here that long to be left alone.
That he's following me on Twitter and you're not.
I can't hear you.
Nothing.
Yeah, I don't understand. So, I guess we'll...
That was Dr. Van Nostrum. He's the therapist.
Yes.
All right. Well, I would just think about things. I don't even know where to go because you, like I said, you clearly will not take action. You will not take responsibility of what you clearly know you did, and you're pretending like you don't know, and you're innocent, and you don't know what's going on. You know what's going on. You know what's going on.
How hard do you hit him?
Not that. If I hit him, not that hard. Not that strong.
But it does. It feels good though inside, doesn't it?
Huh?
It feels good inside though.
No, not really.
Takes a little of that stress away.
Maybe it's a stress release. Give him
Maybe it's that. I don't know.
I mean, when you hit someone, it just feels good. You know it's wrong, but it just feels good. Are we on to something?
Huh?
Are we on to something?
No, I just...
I mean, you're.
I'm confused.
I've been studying this for 40 years, and you know, you're in a tough spot, obviously. It can't be easy to have an elderly husband that you have to take care of, and
I'm an elderly woman.
but you're more with it than your husband is, certainly, and it must just feel it's just a relief to maybe lash out. I think we could agree with that, right?
Yes.
So how hard do you hit him?
How hard?
Yeah.
Not hard.
Do you try to hold back, or you give it, you give it 100%?
No, never 100%. I'm not that strong.
70, 80%?
Maybe 50%, if anything.
Yeah, I understand. We've seen this before. It's not easy, though, right? To take care of them.
No, it's not easy, but I do it.
And sometimes you just gotta lash out. Because you don't know what else to do, right?
Yeah,
Yeah.
So that's where it comes from, you think?
I guess so, yeah.
Okay.
Do you think he deserves that?
No,
And you think of yourself as a rational human being, right?
not completely at times.
Well, obviously at those times, that's not rational behavior.
No, it's not.
Why do you continue doing it?
I don't know.
We need answers here.
Well, we've learned
We don't want to take this to the next step.
We've learned it's a relief. It's a stress relief.
It's a stress relief. But this is what I also told you, Mom. Do you remember? And I know you remember this. I looked at you and I said, Mom, when you're frustrated, when you're mad, when you want to lash out, call me any time of the day. And this was just a couple days ago. And you said, okay, you know, what do you mean? I went, you know what I mean.
Yeah, but I can't call you any time of the day.
No, see, but what I'm trying to explain to you is you have openings and you have offers to approach these emotions you have before you lash out.
I gotcha.
You have other things to do to lash out. And when you can't control yourself from lashing out, whether it's pulling his ears, whether it's screaming at him, whether it's shoving his head, whether it's poking his head, whether it's giving him a smack, no matter what it is, you have to find another means of venting that frustration.
I gotcha.
Have you ever punched him in the balls?
Have I ever what?
Hit him in the ball. I don't think.
No.
But that you've seen that before, Doctor?
Oh, yes, I have.
Okay.
Do you feel like he doesn't appreciate you? Everything you do for him?
No, I just think he doesn't know where he is.
Yeah.
Okay.
Can't be easy. We understand the it can't be easy part, certainly. We've seen this. But you can't hit him 50%. He's an old man.
I realize that.
88 years old.
Let me ask you this. What do you think is the best way to resolve everything right now?
I don't know. Maybe keep him over there and I'll go visit him.
I'm talking. Go ahead. What do you say, Doctor?
That's not going to happen anytime soon. There's too much denial here.
All right.
We're hearing way too much denial.
A lot of denial. That's what I'm saying.
We really need to get everything out on the table, exactly what has been going on the last few years, and then we could get past this. You're talking to a bunch of people here that understand the situation. But until you put it all on the table, we can't move forward with this. We cannot allow you to visit him anytime soon.
So what I'm saying is I'll give you some time, but just like I'm not saying you are, just like a criminal that gets caught stealing something, we'll take someone in our family, okay? Then we all know who. I don't have to go into names. And there was a time where the car was taken. They were in your house. And everyone denied everything. Do you remember that feeling of the denial?
Yes.
And how frustrating, and we all knew. And not only did that person deny it, and they were a different person back then, we all know that, but even the family members of that person was like, I don't know what you did. They went on attack mode. It's until that person finally said, wow, I can't believe what I did. And they really meant it and really acknowledged why they did it, is when that human being moved on in life. You have to find that, because you still have not accepted or you have not acknowledged what you've done or what you do.
Well, Jim, let's try to find out what she's willing to admit.
Dr. Vanderlei, you might as well continue.
What are you willing to admit today? You said you've hit him numerous times at 50%. I'm assuming if you're admitting to 50%, it's probably more like 60 to 75% of your full strength. What else are you willing to admit today?
No, I admit that he frustrates me sometimes.
Have you thrown water on him? Not
No,
the flicking,
I never
but
threw water on him.
full cups of water, maybe a pot of water.
No.
Okay.
That's ridiculous.
Have you slapped his ears quite hard to the point where he may have yelled at?
I did when he said he couldn't hear, and he kept fooling around, and we didn't know if he could or he couldn't.
How hard have you pulled his ears?
Not that hard.
Well, the reports say differently.
Yeah, we're not going to get anything accomplished
No,
here.
And we're
She's still in
denial about the whole thing. And from what I hear, we've been briefed, Mrs. Breuer, and from what we hear, there is a history that could date back to some of your children's history. That a lot of questions are being asked about certain people, siblings of Jim's, and what has happened to them in the past, perhaps abuse, things like this, such. You know what I'm getting at?
No, I don't know.
You've been confronted in the past with maybe scarring?
Maybe what?
I thought maybe you'd be able to tell me. How about abuse of the children? Were you around to watch the children being beaten as they were growing up?
I never beat my children. I never beat
I'm not saying you personally. I'm just saying have you seen the children being beaten by men that you have brought home?
Yes, I have.
And you stood by and did what?
No, I didn't sit by. I attacked.
She did attack.
Oh yeah.
Jim,
I
she
can brief you
attacked?
more of that stuff.
Okay. Let me write that in my report. Hold on. I want to put a check mark there.
Why don't we do this? Just think about where a lot of this comes from.
Thank you.
And I want you to really think about, because between you and me, Ma,
Yeah.
you know, now places want to know if you're. They just want to know if, like, you're a potential threat around other people, and I try to explain you won't be, but we have it's reports now, so I'm just telling you, you need to come to a point, and you need to acknowledge, and you need to vent. You know, you were talking to that pastor for a while, and you were letting a lot out. Maybe you lost some of that. I don't know. I remember you at a different place, but you need to find something, Ma. I don't know what. I don't know if you pray. I don't know whatever it is, you need to find it. All right.
Okay.
All right. We'll talk to you soon.
Do you concur, Dr. H.E. Pennypacker?
Sure, why not?
Yes. Okay. Thank you.
You're
Elizabeth.
Thank you, Mom.
You're welcome.
Bye.
Bye.
Whoa. Dude,
Oh,
you scared me. I didn't want to.
Holding uncomfortable.
Now, here's what's funny.
No, I didn't want to go anywhere with that.
Well, no, there's heavy stories.
Well, we didn't know
and
how-
the book, when she passed away, that book will be written.
Oh, really?
And it's heavy, and it's dark, but the past, she left one night, gathered up the kids after her, it's such a long story. She lived in freaking Brazil with this rich guy from Pan Am.
Holy shit.
Had a maid, but at the same time, the guy would come home, beat her, get into the kids, his own kids. And then one night, as my brother describes, taking a gun and shooting, trying to kill her out in the street, running around the car. They would hide at night with knives, waiting for him to come home, trying to kill him while he was sleeping. And then,
fucking crazy.
oh, dude, you have no clue. I asked my sister one time, what was the, you know, you just kind of like, hey, man, what's the best time you ever had in your life? And my sister, the one with the scar, said, the night we ran away from home and we got a hotel somewhere in North Carolina. That was the best sleep I ever had.
Just
in my whole life.
one night of
Jesus.
being able to just not
Sleep.
worry.
And I'm so naive of this because I never got any of this. I would hear my dad badge. I would hear my mom go like, "You're so stupid, and your kids ain't getting my goddamn money." And
Holy
don't think
shit.
so. I would watch that, and I had some anger towards any chick that would like attempt to talk me down. They were immediately out of the relationship because
Yeah.
I'd see my mom coming out. So
Wait, your dad's kids too on.
my dad has kids from his first marriage, and you know he was a heavy drinker when he was
Yeah.
younger. And he just came out. They came out of World War II, and they're like, "Here's some, go start some, you know,
Yeah, get a family
go
going.
get a family, baby, and he
Kids.
spread your seed."
You got to get the population back from
Yes.
the guys that died in the war.
Yeah, and sort of like the Iraqi and Afghanistan. No one's acknowledging them when they come home.
Yeah.
I mean, Jimmy will tell you, Norton, when we went to the Pentagon, I'm still shaken up from that day. That these kids with no legs and no arms, and they're sucking in a tube. And here's the wife who has 3 kids, and she's starting to get resentful. And you know what they get from the government? Hey, listen, thank you. So let's go to Britney Spears and damn, what's going on with Tom Cruise? And, hey, Eddie Murphy is. No one gives a shit.
Yeah.
No one gives a shit. So you know, of course they're going to drink heavy, or of course they're going to start doing drugs or kill themselves or whatever. But so yeah, he probably drank the shit out of himself. And so his second marriage was my mom, which I truly think she trapped him because she was in the middle of whatever, because they never got married. It was full-blown accident. And my mom was in between him and another guy, which my side explains, and then my stepbrothers. And then, see, when she said she never hit her kids before, she never hit me. But my brother will clearly say to this day, he goes, when I was 16, she smacked me for the last time.
Mm-hmm. For the last time.
And I grabbed her arms and I said, you will never touch me again. And then as soon as he was 17, he took off and never came back home.
Wow.
He went to the mountains. He didn't even have electricity. He just left. So I don't know. I'm waiting. It's going to be a great movie, great book, but it's wild, man.
Well,
do you see that? Did you hear the?
Oh, yeah. You put us in a bad position because I didn't know how far we could take it.
Well,
so I went with the ball.
I got scared. No, you were great.
And then Ed's going with the scar thing.
You were great, Derby, and Anthony wanted to get that one, but I knew
we were holding back, man, because I don't know.
I didn't know where she'd go with the scar. I didn't know if she'd have, but I knew the minute she denied going, I never hit my kids, and I went, all right, she ain't going nowhere. She ain't going nowhere. Let's just end this now. Dude, isn't that crazy?
That's fucking wow. Yeah, the whole I don't remember.
I don't remember.
That's an easy way out of shit.
In
my own life, I've heard that a million fucking times. Like, just fucking admit some shit instead of this. I don't remember. I didn't do this. We all know.
It is very odd. The whole I don't.
It's psychotic. No offense.
Yeah, it's psychotic.
Is she on meds?
I don't remember.
She does do meds, but I'm telling you, I've seen her. It has nothing to do with meds. It's just she has this deep.
We were joking.
Hate. I was joking, cracking him in the ear. He thought it was funny.
Cracking him in the ears.
It's weird. I don't know how to relate.
Yeah. What do you think? She's so frustrated that she gets a little frustration out.
Yeah, you nailed it, Doctor.
I think she's living in fear.
Fear of what, though?
Fear of abandonment and being alone when he passes away.
Yeah, you could be right.
Yeah.
And that's
well, you know what, Rich? I know she definitely. Yeah, she definitely has that deep, deep fear because she often will
she's
say,
bringing up money.
You're right. No, he's right, though.
She's living.
Dude, what?
Sorry, I just got to keep it funny.
What?
Cigars.
You got to keep the funny, yeah.
Cigars and Scotch writes.
Yeah.
Baby Jim's parents discovered S&M late in life, and your father forgot the safe word. Or you stumbled upon it. They've been doing this their whole lives.
That's brutal.
Sorry.
He might have been right. He might be right.
He's like, God damn it, what's the safe word?
Shit. You forgot? But no, Rich, you're right. She lives in fear of him dying and all that. But the whole
Does she still love him?
I don't know. I don't know. I don't know. I don't know. Like the beating is I don't know. Where's the beating and the hitting come from? And the screaming.
Don't
is
leave me.
fear.
Stop.
Don't leave me. Stop. Don't leave me.
Don't leave
Well,
me.
that's what you see.
Stephen Texas has a good one too.
I don't know. I'm not a doctor.
No. But
Put your
you're
headphones
right.
on so
I
you
think
can
Rich
hear
is
people.
right.
You know, please. It's like when you're
Please
you're pounding
You're
so
trying
much
to
hard to keep him going.
keep him
Please
going. Don't leave me, you son of a bitch. Don't leave me.
Don't leave me here with all of this.
Stephen Texas, don't have time to go to him. He says she absolutely remembers when she didn't do something. This is where something's going on, yet doesn't remember doing things.
So what does that mean?
Well, if you call her out on something, she goes, I absolutely didn't do that. And then you call
Right.
And then
That's
she'll
what
go,
I knew she was.
I don't remember.
Right.
I don't remember, Jimmy. I don't remember.
It's like when I would ask Norman. I used to know when Norman lied because he'd go, ah. So she kept going. Mom, did you hit him?
What's that?
Why did I hit him? I don't remember that. I don't remember that. So yeah, and that's when I thought it was amazing. When she'd go, absolutely, that's ridiculous. There's no way. Where everything else was, I don't remember. I
don't remember,
know,
Jimmy.
It's a
That's
typical.
creepy. That's Kathy Bates shit.
But it's
right.
It's the typical like criminal where were you that night? I remember.
But you're also talking to an 85-year-old lady.
Yes.
It's different when when a 45 or a
Yeah.
40-year-old man goes, I don't remember. Bullshit. An 85-year-old lady has a lot. She's got so much shit going through her fucking head right now.
No, you're right. Rich is actually making me feel better.
You
if there
know,
was
she's
so
got
many
going
instances.
into a home, losing her house. Her husband's going to pass away.
Right.
There's a lot of shit going through her head
Right.
at 85, where there's things that she cannot remember.
Rich is talking from experience.
I'm telling you. But
She
you
remembers. No, I believe you as far as the fear,
Boss's old joke.
Yeah.
and she's petrified.
And I can block out some of her memory.
I don't believe it blocks out.
no,
attacking.
she
I don't think
remembers
it's
it.
I'm
blocking
not
out.
saying attacking is right, but there is stuff that's going to escape her.
But the other side of this,
And
Jimmy,
how many things do you forget in life?
I don't forget the traumatic.
Okay, but
beatings.
you forget things.
I don't remember every person I punched and kicked clearly hard.
No, but
I get what you're saying. I get what you're saying. Here's what I'll buy. I buy it comes from the fear. I think you nailed it with the don't leave me, don't leave me.